want to reuse a tape if you want to get the highest quality video possible. However, with an SD card, with a digital medium like that, I can record to it, I can erase it, I can, as soon as I transfer it to my laptop, I can go ahead and wipe out that SD card, and so I can reuse the card as much as I want. And so it's much more like a true digital camera, where you can take as many pictures as you want, and in this case I can take as much video as I want, and throw away half of it. I can just record video that I'm never going to use. I can throw it away, and so that to me it makes it more likely that I'm just going to pull out the camera and start recording something, because I don't have to worry about, I'm wasting money at this point. I'm just using up a video on I'm just using up space on the card, and I can always just buy more cards or just delete the video after I'm done if it turns out that it's no good. So definitely enjoying the camera. What was kind of interesting about it though is I found it, I was actually looking at the previous version. I was looking at the Sanyo Exactee CG9, which wasn't high definition, it was standard definition, and I was looking at it as a camera for us to get when we're going to New York. And Heather had actually even gone to Fry's Electronics to purchase it for me for our anniversary. But I told her before I kind of wanted to try out the camera before we plunked down money on it. So she talked to the guy at Fry's and asked, well, what's your return policy? And apparently there was a 15% restocking fee on this camera. So if we decided we didn't like it, if we didn't like the quality, they would have charged us 15% of the price of the camera in order to restock it, which I thought was total bullcrap. So I kind of told her, yeah, that's ridiculous. I'll take my laptop in and we'll see what the video quality looks like. But while I was doing more research on it, I found out about this new camera, the CG10, the new version that was HD. And I'm like, oh, this is so much better. I want this camera. And I was looking on Amazon, and Amazon wasn't going to have the camera until July, which of course we're going to New York at the end of the month here in June. So that was a big bummer because we wouldn't have the camera in time. So I was a little bit bummed out. It was kind of confused. I was perplexed. I didn't know how I was going to proceed at this point. So I was looking around on the forums or on some comments of this camera on Amazon, and someone mentioned, oh hey, I love this camera. And someone else in the comments says, well, how do you already have it? It doesn't come out until July. And the other person said, well, I got it from Radio Shack. So I did a little bit more research, and apparently Radio Shack was already selling this camera. And it was only in one color. It's a pretty color. It's a red and black. And I actually, looked up on Radio Shack's website, and sure enough, you could get it. It was on sale. It was normally like a couple $100, and Radio Shack had it for I think $170 or so, $170. So that's the camera we ended up getting was the CG10 from Radio Shack. And if you want to find out more about that, I've already recorded a few videos. Our first we're already on our second one because the first one had some technical difficulties. But again, I talk about that on the videos. So if you just go to transmatrix.net, you'll find a few videos from there. You can check out the quality of it. Also, I am Transmatrix on YouTube, and if you want to see the high quality version of the videos, because it does record in HD, and I've been uploading those to YouTube. So definitely very happy with the camera. Thank you very much, Heather, for my anniversary present, which Heather is recording me right now for some reason. That's why you haven't heard her talking much over this whole entire period. I've just been rambling on, and everybody's probably asleep by now. Well, it's like our podcast in video form. Yeah, in Kevin form with, just me going and going and going, and people like, oh, what happened to Heather? Did Kevin kill her? Like, is she gone? What happened? I'm here. Heather's still alive. She's here. All right, well, we still have a lot to talk about, but I think we want to take a break. What do you think? Sounds good. All right, so we'll be right back. We have some more to talk about. A few, we've some more social experiences. We've had some company over. Heather has some stories to tell, and I now own Suits, of all things. But so we'll talk about that when we get back on the other side.